Hey coaches, David Wood here from CoachMBA.com and SolutionBox, author of Get Paid for Who You Are. And as the light fades here in the rice paddies in Indonesia, I wanted to give you a training on how to avoid hearing, how to not have to hear again, I can't afford it. Or, oh, this sounds great. In 2 months I'll contact you when the time's right. Or let me check with my partner first. I want to help you avoid that experience so that when you do a free consultation, you have double or triple the numbers of people signing up with you and registering. So here's how to pre-screen your clients. Now, what I do is I invite people, if they're interested in coaching, is I invite them to apply for a complimentary consultation. Now, don't call that. That's old news. That's how I do it. But have them apply for like a life clarity session or a power vision session or a something session valued at $200 or $500, whatever it is. Give it a sexy name and have them apply for that. Now at the page, when they go to apply, they can read about life coaching, and I talk about who I work with so they can read through that. Who is this guy? I tell them a little bit about me. The whole picture. I tell them some negative stuff about me. I give them a video clip so they can see a little bit about me if they really want to get a sense of who I am. And then I talk about the coaching fees. Now you don't have to do that. If you're a new coach and you don't want to scare people off, you might want a lot of practice sessions and you might be willing to really discount. So don't put your fees on your site if that's the case. You just skip that bit. But I put my coaching fees and commitment, and this is an old page, and then I say invitation. Right, I say if you're ready and request a complimentary consultation. So I suggest a pre-page with information about your coaching, and if you don't want it on a website, put it in a PDF or in an email so they can read through it. Then they request the consultation, so that'd be step 2. Now on mine, I ask them to rate your life areas, rate the top 8 life areas in your life so I can see what's going really well and what isn't. I ask them basically some coaching questions. I ask them, what's a big goal you'd like to achieve? What are you tolerating? Basically I coach them in the form, and you can copy those questions, and in other trainings I've given away my client discovery form. And then here's where I start to screen them. I ask them, how coachable do you suspect you are? Highly, reasonably, or untroubled? This is important. You want to start then getting the feeling that you're interviewing them as much as they're interviewing you. This is really important. You want to screen your clients. You're going to be much more attractive as a coach, and you'll get better clients. I ask them questions like, I ask them, because I've seen my fees, how affordable do you feel the investment is for you? Comfortable, reasonable if I'm getting great results, a stretch but okay, and I don't see how it could be worthwhile. Now that's a trap. I put that in to catch people who have seen my fees and there's no possibility in their mind they're ever going to hire me. I want to know this up front. And if they select that one, I don't see how it could be worthwhile, I write back and say, totally got it. So I'm asking you, what could you create working with me that would be worth it? And they've got to answer that before we're going to get on the phone. This is one of the ways that I get my conversion rates up so high, is I'm pre-screening all the potential issues. So, how affordable? Now, if you don't want to put your fees on your site, then you could ask a question like this. How ready are you to invest time, energy, and money in making this happen? And maybe they rate it from 1 to 10. That's important. If they say like a 4, I'd write back and say, then we shouldn't be talking right now. If you're not ready to invest time, energy, and money, then we shouldn't be talking. I write back and I have them prove to me or shift that they are ready to make that commitment. Otherwise, how are they going to have results? So next question, I want to get a sense of their kind of time frame. What are they thinking? Are they just thinking they want one session to kind of check it out? Or are they thinking like, oh, I'd want to work with you for 6 months? So I get them thinking about that. My question is, if we both agreed to work together, what time frame would make the most sense for us to work together on these goals to really have a good impact? So now, instead of them thinking they'll just do one session or maybe work with you for a month, they're thinking, boy, what would really make sense here? And I give them options: 1 month, 3 months, 6 months, 12 months or more. And you might also want to put in there just one session to check it out. That screens out the tire kickers, so you can say, well, I'm really looking for potential long-term clients. And if it's 1 month, if they answer that, I write back to them and say, thank you. The minimum I work with people is 3 months, so we can really make a difference. So if that still interests you, let me know. Or I want to see some shift from them, basically. And now they might not have even thought 12 months was an option. Now they're thinking, boy, I wonder what that'd be like to have a coach for a year. And then here's a real perler. If after this complimentary session or this life clarity session we start to work together, when's your preferred start date? Within the next 10 days, within the next 30 days, within the next 3 months. Now, if they get back with the next 30 days or 3 months, I get back and say, look, I don't want to generate massive momentum, excitement, inspiration with you and then have it sit on the back burner for 2 months. I find people lose their goals that way. So either come back to me in 3 months when the time is right for you to start, and I'll give you a free session then, or if you're ready to make that shift to getting started now on this goal, come back to me and we'll schedule your session. So I hope you're seeing how valuable this can be for you in screening out all those possible things if people are just tire kicking or they're not ready, and you're coaching them with these questions. You're starting to alter their thinking so they can see who they need to be someone who's actually making their goals happen. So that's how I screen people. I suggest a 2-step process. That one, they get to go to a page which tells them a bit about how you work, or it might be a PDF. And then page 2 of the PDF or page 2 of the website is the application. Now, you don't have to hire a programmer to go and put this up online. You could just put it in a Word document and have them print it out, fill it, write it out, and fax it back to you, or scan it and email it back. Or you could put all of this in an email and just say, write back and answer all these questions. And here are the options. Just check the box or type yes next to each one. That's the easy way to do it. And if you stay tuned to these videos, I will be putting out another video on a really inexpensive system that's hosted for you if you don't want to pay the 10 grand to get it, or the whatever it costs to get a programmer to do all this, so you can have online interaction. So stay tuned for that. If you like this video and found it valuable, I ask you to click like below so that others can see about it. Maybe share it on Facebook, and also leave me one comment. Here's what I'm asking in this video. What's the #1 question that I ask clients that you want to copy and use for yourself that really stood out to you? Like, oh yeah, I want to pre-screen them with that question. All right, enjoy. Cheers.